Alright, hello. This video is going to be a bit different from the usual ones where I just upload some replays and upload a deck list. And I've saved this conveniently for the end so you don't have to watch it. Also, a lot of my viewers in the YouTube analytics, it shows them as Japanese, Korean, people from Thailand, Vietnam, basically a lot of non-English speaking countries, so I really apologize that I guess a lot of them wouldn't be able to understand this part, but I'll just continue now. I do really appreciate the people watching from other countries though. But anyway, I'm someone who really hates Ash and Striker, well, hand traps in general and Striker. I like Imperm because it's also a board breaker, but I feel like with Gimmick Puppet and Tenpai being a thing, you kinda have to run this. It also stops that one Majesty Pegasus, I think her name is, the one that searches Secret Village, so you don't get blown out against Pendulum decks, which are pretty unfortunate to run into. Then one Ray, one Rose, both are, it's fine to run them like that, I think. Some people run two Ray or 3. I really like just not drawing into Ray off of Engage, so I like this. Also, if you draw like Ray and Rose, you could special her, you don't have to worry about it later. If you draw Candina and Aqua Angel, you don't have to worry about it later. But anyway, onto the Trickstar stuff. Candina's 1800, she lets you run over SP, she can search Reincarnation. If you already have a Trickstar card, you can search Aqua Angel or Reincarnation, I guess. I don't run 3 Feel Spell because it just feels like you have too many. You don't even need to run Candina, but I do like the extra utility of her. Also, basically when you just search Candina, you either go Light Stage, Candina, search Aqua Angel. It's pretty important to remember that if you can start with Light Stage, it's not always best to search Candina. You could just go Aqua Angel, because in case you get drolled, you get to summon Aqua Angel, link her off into Cold Chica, revive her, and then go into Camellia. Also, if you start with Candina, search Aqua Angel, link into Cold Chica, you can also go into Azalea, which is pretty nice. You don't always have to go into Camellia. Reincarnation, the other Trickstar card. This card is absolutely amazing as Disruption. It can be ashed. Also, the revive effect, you can use both in one turn, which is pretty crazy. And you can revive Candina. It helps you link climb into later turns into like SP or something, or engage 0 since it uses lights or darks. I run Duster and Heavy. Normally I would run more board breakers, but there's still some Tenpai on ladder. I wasn't running these at all previously, but I felt like you kinda do need them. And Yubel is probably going to be more popular with Varu just getting added to the game. These were previously imperms, but I like these cards better. Then is Avarice. Now, this card is often a break in a regular striker deck because it's like live on later turns, but in this, if you draw like a Trickstar starter and Avarice on your first turn, even if you get sent first, you can do like Trickstar, link 1, revive the Trickstar, or Candina, search Aqua Angel, and so on. Basically you just get like 3 or 4 bodies and you go into Camellia. Camellia is the 4th body. So at that point you're just like, because you're going into Kagari after anyway to take what you sent from Camellia, so that's 5 bodies right there. It does play into Nibiru, but let's be real, that card's not real on Master Duel. Then I have Metal Foes Fusion and Foolish Burial Goods. Now, I really wish this card was at like 2 or 3 in Master Duel, but other decks have to suffer for the sins of tier, so that's just how it is. But most of the time I'm sending Black Goat. This card's really good, especially against Mathmech. Like, most Mathmech players don't negate this, so you just send Black Goat first chance you get. Then when they have Super Factorial set, they flip it, and you chain Black Goat in the grave, call Laplation, and then it doesn't hand rip you and it also doesn't negate you. It's also useful for a lot of other random stuff in general, like it basically just trades 1 for 1. If you send, because no one really ever negates this, you just send Black Goat, call something like Baron or whatever else they have on board, and it's pretty nice. 3 engage, 1 burner, 1 jamming waves. I really like this in this version because you have Aqua Angel, so takes out a lot of the guesswork on what you need to hit. I'm running 2 talents. Sometimes I wish I run 3, but that's like only when I get sent first by Tenpai, because they'll often just hand trap you and you get to hand rip. But against everything else, I think 2 is fine, maybe even just 1. I wish it had space for the 3rd thrust. It's a really good card, especially in Striker. It's basically just another engage, or in dire situations, it's this. I already explained that. Multi-roll, I usually run 2. I really like 2, but this deck, this version, it didn't feel like you have enough space. 2 called by... Drones is at 3 now, but I think you only ever run 1 Striker. You can run more if you want. I don't like the card into Max C. I just think it's not great, but you can do whatever you want. Then we have the 3 Widow, 1 Eagle Booster. People don't like this card. I love it. It's not that common, but it's really great. That's personal preference though. Shark Cannon, double droplet. Probably don't need more. You could run more if you want. 3 linkage. Some people run 2 or even 1, but I really like 3. Explain that. This is just as another thrust target. And then the Black Goat kind of explains some of this, but I feel like it's the most useful trap in general in Master Duel because it can blank so many decks. It's not hyper specific like D-Barrier, it also works against Link decks, but I'm not running something like Simul Archfiends. So I felt like 1 Goat, 1 Imperm was the best trap ratio. You can also set this against some decks. Pretty nice for hand ripping. Typhon overperformed this season. Cold Chica, you obviously have to run her for the Trickstars to get them out the main monster zone. And then SP. Just because she's SP, she's great. Everything else is pretty standard. I know some people run like 3 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, 3 Hayate, whatever you want. I also wanted to run the Link 3 Azalea Temperance, but there's just not enough space. But if you like her, you can run her. You could also run like Access Code, Charmers. Extra deck doesn't really matter if you have space, but I felt for this version, this was the most useful lineup I could have. But I think that's it for the deck, and thanks for watching.